Namaste students, how are you all? I hope you all are using your time very wisely and constructively at your homes and also enjoying at your homes. So students, I am again back with this chapter. The name of the chapter is Great Indian Desert. We were doing this chapter in the previous class, so now we will continue with the remaining topics. So in the previous class students, what we have started? Yes, we will just go through the brief summary. We studied about the Thar Desert, its location. Where does it lies? It lies in the northwestern part. Northwestern part means like in the map. We know that at the top there is north, at the bottom it is south, right? And this side it is west and this side it is east, right? So northwestern means towards north and west, like towards Rajasthan and Gujarat. So Thar Desert lies in between the Pakistan border and the Aravalli Hills, which are located in Rajasthan and Gujarat, right? So yes, after the location we studied about some important topics like physical features of the Thar Desert. So students, what was the main feature? One thing was about the sand dunes. Like sand dunes are the small hills of sand that keep shifting their positions, right? So yes, after that what do we studied? We studied that sand dunes keep shifting their position and it causes the dust storm. It can cause dust storm because when wind blows, it takes away the sand dunes with it and the dust storms are created, right? So yes, after that we studied about the camel, right? We studied that camel is known as the ship of the desert. Why? Why it is known as ship of the desert? Because it is used for traveling purpose in the desert. Right? So students, today we are going to continue with a new topic. The topic is crops. Like what kind of crops are grown in this area? What kind of crops we have in the Thar Desert? So students, I told you that in this area, the rainfall amount is very less. Right? The rainfall amount is very less. So obviously, it would have not been possible to grow any crops. Right? So there are some thorny bushes and thorny trees only. Thorny means we know like cactus, like there are small spikes on the cactus, right? So some trees like this are babool, okay, babool. Other one is kikar, and there are bushes. These are the trees and small bushes, small plants. There are small plants like cactus, okay. So students, there is no rainfall because these trees, these bushes require less amount of water. So these are grown there. And also I told you about oases, right? So near oases the soil is fertile because oases are providing water to the soil, right? So there the trees grown are date palms. These trees are grown near the oases. The people who live near oases, they grow these trees, right? So students, after this, now see, this is the interesting part. I told you about Indira Gandhi Canal, right? I told you about Indira Gandhi Canal. So this canal, students, I told you that people living in this area, in this desert, get water supply from this canal, right? This provides water to them for their living, for their survival, right? But here comes the point. This canal, what does it do? Where does it get water from? It brings water from Satluj to this desert. This provides water from Satluj to the desert. It brings water of river. Satluj is a river. We are all aware about this, right? Brings water of Satluj river to this desert area, right? Now, when this canal brings this water from Satluj to desert area, it combines with the sandy soil of the desert, right? And it makes the soil very fertile. It makes the soil very much fertile. Fertile means then the soil becomes good. Then the soil is good for cultivation. It is good for vegetation. Then people can grow crops here, okay? Because they also need food. They need crops like wheat, maize, barley, right? For their living. So this canal brings water from Satluj to the desert area for growing crops. So what is the function? When this water combines with the sandy soil, right? It makes the soil, when it combines with the sandy soil, it very much fertile. Sandy soil of desert, very much fertile, right? Fertile means then it becomes good for growing crops, right? Now student, here comes the catch. See, it becomes fertile, that's okay. Then we can grow crops. I told you what are the name of the crops? Wheat, maize. These are the common crops like grown here due to this water. Wheat, maize, barley, jowar, right? These are the crops then grown here in this desert, right? But what is the most interesting part? It becomes so fertile. The soil becomes so much good, so much fertile that after this getting this water, there is an area, there is the largest farm located in Surajgarh, right? The largest farm of wheat is located in Rajasthan because then the soil becomes so good, right? So, largest wheat farm, where is it located? Isn't this interesting that an area that doesn't receive any rainfall, much amount of rainfall and having a sandy soil, it gets water from this canal and then the soil becomes so good that it is the largest wheat farm and it is located at Surajgarh, right? It is located at Surajgarh and Surajgarh is a very big city in Rajasthan. Okay, where it is? It is in Rajasthan. So this is the catch. This is the interesting point that we started in the crops, right? Normally there are these bushes, these thorny bushes and date palms are grown near oases. But after getting water from Indira Gandhi Canal, which brings water of Satluj to the desert area, the soil becomes fertile that it is normal to grow crops like wheat, maize, barley and jowar, right? Bajra, also bajra is there. And after that, the point is that it becomes so fertile that there is the largest wheat farm located at Surajgarh, Rajasthan. Okay? So yes, after this, we are moving to the next topic today. What is the next topic? We will learn about the climate. We have already discussed this in the previous video. In the previous lecture, if you remember, that I discussed about the climate. But today we will discuss it in a bit detail. Okay? Okay students, you are getting my point. What is the next topic we are going to discuss? It is about the climate of the Great Indian Desert or the Thar Desert. Okay, what is it? It is about the climate, right? So students, climate. See, climates of desert, I told you it is very much extreme, right? Climate of desert is very much extreme. Climate is extreme. Now what is the meaning of this word extreme? Extreme means there is very much difference in the temperature of daytime and the night time. Means the difference between temperature of day and night is very high, right? Also the difference between temperature in summers and in winters, it is very much high. So this means that the climate is extreme. Either it is too cold, either it is too hot, right? So what kind of climate is? It is too hot in summers. In daytime only I am just saying. It is too hot in summers and too cold in winters. Right? That means the temperature difference is very much high. Also, next thing is that temperature difference between day and night. Temperature difference between day and night is very much high. Is very high, right? So students, this is okay. The climate is very much extreme, right? But students, see, people are still living there. It's hard to live there, but they are still living there, right? Because they find other ways to happiness. So we should learn from the people living in desert area that still in such hard conditions they still are very happy. So like them also we should always find the solution of our problems and stay happy. Okay. So students, after this, the temperature difference is high. Okay, so what is it? Why is this so? What is the special reason? There is a reason that why is this happening? Why the difference is so high? Because the soil there, the main feature of the desert is soil, right? So the soil there is having a very unique feature. What is the unique feature of soil? That it absorbs heat very fastly and then cools down very fastly. Okay. So what is the feature? That sandy soil present here, yes, it absorbs heat very fastly, right, and then cools down again very fast, right? So if the soil is getting heat up very fast, then obviously there will be hot, right? The temperature around the people, the atmosphere will be very hot there. Now when in the night time the soil is getting cooled down, right? So at that time the soil is cooling down, it becomes very cool then. So obviously the temperature will be very cool, right? So the people will feel cold there, right? So this is the reason that why the temperature there is so much extreme. Now students, we started that there is very much amount of rainfall. So sometimes happen that there are years. The years go like this, that there is no good rain. So that time what happens, the droughts are very common in this area. So droughts are very common in this area. Droughts means sukha. Like when there is no rainfall, there is a situation, it is known as drought. So droughts are very common in this area, right? I hope you got it, because it was very easy that climate there is extreme. There is lot of difference between the day temperature and the night temperature. Also the difference between temperature of summer and winter is very high, right? After that there is a unique feature of that soil, that it absorbs heat very fastly, so it becomes hot, and then it cools down as fast as it absorbs heat, so it becomes very cool. Okay, so after that there is less amount of rainfall, so droughts are very common in this area. Now students, we will move to the next topic, which is the last topic of this chapter. Okay, and very easy also. What is the name of the topic? It is about the people living in desert. Now we are studying about the desert completely, right? We are studying about the desert, we have studied about the crops, we have studied about climate and various physical features. Okay, so we will study about the people also, because they are very important. So people of the desert. Now there is a story, just listen as a story. Students, see, people initially what used to happen in ancient times, people who were living there in the desert, they used to move from one place to another, always. They just keep moving. Now why they move? Why they don't live at a place? They keep moving because they need food, they need jobs for living, right? So in the search of work, in the search of food, what people used to do, people used to travel a lot. They just stay at a place for 10 to 15 days or a month. They do their work there. After that, they move to another place, right? So these kind of people in ancient times, people used to do this, that they don't stay at a place. They keep on moving in the search of job, in the search of food. So these kind of people have a special name, and they are known as nomads, right? These people just keep on moving from one place to another, right? Nomads, such people are known as nomads. Now students, nowadays what is happening, as we learned that now people can grow crops there also, right? And they are finding new jobs also. So nowadays these people are not found, they are not so much common, right? So, but there is a tribe. In the nomads, there is a small tribe, a small group of people known as Banjaras. Okay, Banjaras. These people can be seen even nowadays. You must have seen them in movies, and they come to cities also to send their work. What is their work? They create very good handicrafts. They are known for their handicrafts, very colorful, very creative handicrafts. Okay. So they come to sell these in the cities. You can see a picture of a lady that is shown in your book also. I will just show it now. See, this lady, she belongs to this Banjaras tribe, right? Now, how we will identify her? You can see that she is wearing very colorful clothes, right? So they are known for their colorful clothes, their very good music, and these handicrafts, these creative handicrafts. So students, after this, now we studied about the people of desert, like how they used to be. They used to be nomads, but nowadays only some tribes are known. One of it is Banjaras. Okay, so now people have developed various cities in this Thar deserts. You must have heard the name of the cities. These are famous tourist spots also. One is Jaipur, Udaipur, Jaisalmer, right? Let me just check the spelling. Yeah, it's correct. Jodhpur, Bikaner. These are some of the very famous cities that are developed in these areas nowadays. Okay, and people used to visit there. People love to visit there. Okay. So students, after this was the last topic of the chapter, that was people of the desert. So we discussed 3 topics today. One was crop, what kind of crops are grown there, and the reason for crops was Indira Gandhi Canal, right? After that, climate we discussed, and then we discussed about how are the people of the desert. Okay students, just go through this chapter from the book, okay, read it thoroughly and then go through the notes and write the question answers in your notebook. Okay students, and you can take your queries in the WhatsApp groups. Till then, namaste, take care.